Hey everybody, how's it going today? I have been waiting all day to do this video. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Brian Fox. I'm the CEO and founder of Trusted Herd. And today, like I said, I've been so excited to start this video. We are talking about the top 10 staffing agencies in the US. Again, the top 10 staffing agencies in the US. This is why we created Trusted Herd, right? So a couple of housekeeping things. We do Facebook Lives here. There is no reason to edit. This is a complete, genuine video. I want you all to get a feel for who I am, what Trusted Herd is all about, and that is why we do this Facebook Live, and no after magic effects that go into this. So, like I said, before we get into it, I want to introduce myself. Again, my name is Brian Fox. I've been in the event marketing industry for over 13 years. I started as a brand ambassador living out in Vegas. I thought this is a really fun industry. I want to get into it. Moved to Colorado and I was a market manager for a couple of beer programs at bars. And then moved to Chicago, did a couple of national event tours, touring across the country, promoting great brands. And then worked at an amazing agency called Marketing Works for 6 years here in Chicago, where I learned a lot of stuff about our industry. And then 5 years ago, started my own staffing, sorry, and that's why this is Facebook Live, my own experiential agency. And but throughout all of that, the one thing that I realized is event staffing in the US is so broken, right? And that's what we're trying to fix here. That's the whole idea behind Trusted Herd, right? Is that you have brands that farm out and need to promote their brands and services and products, and so they kick it down to an event marketing agency that kicks it down to a staffing agency that kicks it down to workers, to promo workers, right? But here's the thing: is that promo workers and event staffing agencies, there is no accountability in our system right now. You literally could burn a bridge today and it will not matter because thousands of other companies will hire you tomorrow, whether you are that promo worker or you're the event staffing agency. So that's why we're doing Trusted Herd. The whole idea is we are creating a level playing field for staffing agencies to go back to and say to brands, whether that's current clients or future clients, and say, do not take our word for how good we are. Go to a third-party site, Trusted Herd, where it's anonymous reviews that are added by workers, and take a look at how we stack up compared to our competition, and that's why you should use our company, right? So with that being said, a couple of Facebook Live things. I think there's like hearts down here and thumbs up and little wow faces. So if you're seeing this on the live video, Phil Surza, I see you out there. Give those a couple clicks. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any comments, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the rebroadcast later, please feel free to put them in there. I'll come in here afterwards and I'll also comment and engage with everybody. Remember, Trusted Herd is the only company out there. It is the only platform. It is the only solution that is trying to make the industry, or event marketing industry, better, right? It is so important that we do that. We are dedicated to doing that. We are dedicated to providing a resource for better companies, better workers, and that's what we're all about. So with that being said, let's really get into it. The top 10 event staffing agencies here in the US. And so if I am a brand or I'm an experiential marketing agency watching this video or hearing about this list afterwards, I want to work with these companies, right? But it's really important to know that this list can change, and it does daily. It really is all about accountability and transparency. So if you don't show up on this list and you think that you're amongst the best, I encourage you to ask your workers to review you on Trusted Herd, because that's what's going to show that you really do care about the event staffing industry and you care about the operation that you run, right? So this is based on 6,400 anonymous reviews that have now been added by workers on Trusted Herd. When they do add a review, there's a couple things that we find out that helps us validate that review, such as the company that hired them, the brand they repped, the event that they worked, the pay rate, the number of hours, and their position, right? but there's also some survey questions that are really important. And so it's, how is this company at event management? How is this company at communication before and during and after the event? How is this company on their pay timing after the event? And would you work with them again? It's not rocket science. However, there are really good companies out here, as you'll see, that are able to consistently hit those checkpoints. And there are also companies out there that are consistently missing those checkpoints, right? So that's the whole idea of Trusted Herd, is it lets you know in a 100% objective way which companies and which workers you should be hiring. All right, so went through those, went through that. Top 10, why don't we get right into it? All right, so we will be sharing these on our social media. Again, after 6,400 reviews, I'm so excited to share that these are the companies that you should be looking at if you are a brand and an experiential agency. So number 10, out of New York City. This is very high class, like very high production value. Really excited to show you these amazing graphics. Number 10, we have Mustard Lane. Crystal, the owner, is awesome. You should ask her about why they named it Mustard Lane. Very cool story. It felt like I was listening to a podcast of how I built this on NPR, which was really neat. Let's see here. Number 9, we have Event Pros as the number 9 event staffing agency in the US, right? Really great. Let's see here. Number 8, 24/7 is the number 8 ranked event staffing agency in the US. And if you are just joining us right now, these are all anonymous. So this is, all of these reviews go through the same exact filter. There is no helping hand on the back end. These are who the workers right now are saying are the top 10 event staffing agencies out there. And so if you are watching this as a owner of an event staffing agency and you are falling outside of this top 10 list, it is really important that you're telling your talent, hey, after you work with us, please leave us an anonymous review on Trusted Herd. Let's see here. Number 7, out of Vegas, we have the wonderful ladies of Danette and McCall. So we got Norton National clocking in at number 7. They do a ton of monster truck event activations. Really great people. Let's see here. Number 6, we have Next Level Marketing. After 6,400 reviews, Next Level Marketing is the number 6th. Hi, Luke Hicks. It is so nice to see you and to read your comment. And I wanted to give you a special shout out because I see your comment. And Phil, you can have one of these jackets as soon as you start working for Trusted Herd. Number 5 ranked event staffing agency in the US is A+ Staffing. So give these guys a look. They're great. Number 5 event staffing agency. Now we're getting into the top 4. Hey, Caitlin Kwan, how's it going? I will see you next week in New Orleans down at Collision. So for those of you who don't know, Trusted Herd will be an exhibiting company at Collision down in New Orleans next week. It is a 25,000 person tech conference that we will be able to get our word out of what we're doing for our entire industry and for workers to a ton of media down there, to a ton of venture capitalists that are interested in investing in Trusted Herd. I'm willing to take this as far as the workers that want to get behind it and the companies because I think it's really important that we do clean up our industry and make it better. What I didn't share also about Collision is there's about 5,000 companies that will be represented down there. It's put on by the same group that does Web Summit out in Europe. And we are one of 70 companies that were chosen to compete in the pitch competition down there. So really awesome. I think our first date for our opening round of the pitch contest is next Tuesday. So really excited to jump into that. Ranked number 4 on the top 10 event staffing agencies in the US, we have Assist Marketing. So Rayanne and Joe down there in Florida, great people. So if you need a good staffing partner, look at Assist. Now we're getting into the top 3. Hi, McCall. How are you doing today? Great to see you watching this Facebook Live video. I hope you are not driving as you were for my last Facebook Live video. So number 3, staffing agency in the US right now after 6,400 worker reviews is Clearly Promotions. So number 3, we have Clearly Promotions. And again, I will put all of these on our social media. We will be creating a YouTube video out of this, not another video. I'll just take this video and rebrand it and throw it on YouTube. I'll also put it in the comments as well. And so I encourage every single worker, if you know anybody that's related to these companies, or you know a worker that should see this video, please tag them below. Happy to show them what we're doing over here. Number 2 is a fellow Chicago company, really great people. We have ShiftGig, is the number 2 ranked event staffing agency in the US. What is also amazing about ShiftGig is they now, I believe, have over 150 reviews that have been added by workers anonymously, which is awesome. And that's the whole idea of what Trusted Herd is going to become, right? Because the top event staffing agencies, they deserve to be shown on this level playing field. And so every single brand that's in America, every single experiential agency in America deserves to know how these guys are performing out there. And what these anonymous worker reviews are allowing us to do is to create this list. And it's what it really shares and what it says is, look, when workers are out at these events, they are the ones who understand how good these staffing agencies are. And so they're the ones that are ultimately reviewing and getting put through the same screen. And that's how we're coming up with the top 10 list. And so with that being said, the number 1, and I don't have like a drum roll or any special effects, but the number 1 event staffing agency in the US currently, after 6,400 reviews, is SJL Modeling and Promotions, consistently getting great reviews from their talent. And so if you're looking for a staffing partner, highly suggest taking a look at our top 10 list on Trusted Herd. So we've gone through the top 10 list. There are a couple things that I want to talk about real quick before you guys all drop off. And like I said, if you like anything that I'm saying, use those little emoticons down at the bottom there. Leave some comments. Invite some workers to this group because we're going to be doing this a lot more. My first ask, workers, Trusted Herd is working because of you, right? So every single time out in the past year that you go out with an event staffing agency, it doesn't matter if it's the same client, it doesn't matter if it's the same agency, please add that anonymous review on Trusted Herd, right? Because they're judging you every single time out. So it's only right that we have the ability to anonymously review them on Trusted Herd, right? Secondly, and please, like, share this in Facebook groups, share this amongst your friends that are promo workers. When you're out in your event this upcoming weekend, tell them about Trusted Herd. That is what's making this grow. That is what will make this industry better, more transparent, more accountable for all of these agencies out there, right? And especially workers. It's going to make workers treated better. Hopefully it's going to establish an industry average when it comes to pay. And that's what this is all about. Companies, if you did not make the top 10 list, that's okay, because this list is living and breathing, and every night it is updated daily overnight. So ask your workers to review you on Trusted Herd. And the reason is that the good staffing agencies out there are going to get more business. They are going to be able to get more jobs for workers out there. And those are the companies that workers want to work with and partner with and continue to work with, right? The one thing that I did not share, and I haven't shared yet, is these company pages are actually going to become public in about 2 to 3 weeks. So right now, to see this top 10 list, you need to really search every single company, right? And what workers are saying about them, how they pay. Companies are also allowed to review, or not review, also be able to respond to reviews, right? And so again, it's all about accountability, it's all about transparency, but we are going to be taking the gate off, and so these pages are going to be public. So when brands, when event agencies look who the best staffing agencies are, this is where we're going with it, and this is what it's all about. Let's see here, what else do we got here? Engagements, right? Again, share this word, spread the word, write the comments. Like I said, I'm going to come back in here at the end of this and throughout the night and tomorrow, and I'll interact and engage with any comments that are said. Luke, I see that you said Hype is definitely top 10 in my book. Maybe they are, but you should tell them, if you know someone at Hype, have them start reviewing their workers on Trusted Herd and ask for those reviews because brands and experiential agencies want to work with the best. They do not want to work with staffing agencies that might be ranked 40th, 50th, 60th because they want the best for their brand, and this is what this is all about. Let's see. Other than that, I'm going to post this video on YouTube, and then I'm going to come back in here and share that. So if you have trouble sharing this live video afterwards, you will be able to do that. And like I said, please review workers. Please review companies anonymously every single time out. That's what's making Trusted Herd grow. And I had so much fun talking with you Wednesday. So take care, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, guys. Bye.